Hey, what's up? Man, thanks, man. I'm finna do a show right quick. My car getting done right now. I ain't got that motherfucking detail since I had it, so I'm getting the detail. And after the show, I don't know what I'm gonna do. What you up to today? Huh? Nigga, I'm gonna hit you up. All right, be cool. DeMarcus, it is not hard out there if you down and dirty. I mean, it ain't easy either. Don't get me wrong, but it sure ain't hard. You know what? Let's get started right motherfucking now. I was gonna wait a little while. I usually wait. But you know what? Today my birthday, and thank you for all the happy birthdays. I got a lot going and I have a lot to do. So it's third and long. What you gonna do? You still got time to make decisions, but it's third and long. Don't hesitate and definitely don't wait any longer to get in SWU. Enroll in SWU and learn the way integrity is supposed to go, the way it's supposed to be beneficial to you. I'm hard, but I'm fair. And when you graduate, uh, you'll have a conversation with a fly individual's flair. Now, you don't have to try to make up a fly conversation. All you have to do is employ the techniques of conversing. And I teach that shit. I'm saying people don't understand how to talk. A lot of you guys be talking about, you know what I mean? All of those shit. All that stuff that has nothing but it don't do anything but deteriorate your conversation. Me, in that same vein, I get motherfuckers buying my shit and they be wanting to tell me how it goes. I mean, I understand that you believe in what you think, but you got to be, realistic. You can't tell me how to sell my product. You can't tell me anything but whether or not you want it. And if you want it, fine. If you don't, that's fine. Because it's selling if that's the case. I'm living on it if that's the case. So it can't be bullshit. But it ain't for everybody. See, motherfuckers be saying when I used to have Facebook, used to use it a lot, and they had to get a Facebook account. They would tell me they ain't getting no Facebook because they don't do social media. And I tell them, bro, you must don't want to do SWU, And then they go on and tell me where they coming from. And I tell them, you can either buy the rest of the course and learn it on your own, or you can realize I could give a fuck what you think. And you can go with the program. Period. That's how it is. I really don't care what you think, but I do want you to care what I'm saying. So, I mean, you can't have both. You just can't unless you think the right thing. See, most motherfuckers realize right then when we had that little conversation, don't be fucking with me. And then they decide to go with the program, which is what any smart person would decide. But then you have those motherfuckers who think the customer is always right. Man, please, you don't want to fuck with me. Talking about the customer is always right. Because you know how many times have you took that position and you know you was bullshitting. Not bullshitting, but you was full of shit. See, when they say that to me, I immediately let them know that I don't want you as a customer. I really don't. My shit works, and if you follow instructions, you won't ever have to fuck with me again. See, this is what you don't understand. I'm not trying to, I am living off of this, and so I guess I am making a living off of it. But what I'm saying is, I'm not trying to make a living off you as a customer. I'm not into customers. I want you to try the shit, do it right, see that it works, and be on your way. That's how I go. That's period. If you do what you're supposed to do, you are going to go straight ahead, forward into your life. What the fuck you really want? You ain't gonna be scared or afraid to stand up for what you want. My shit works, and that's all that matters. If you go about learning the course correctly, you're gonna have real gain. That's important. That's very important. And a lot of you guys, you're so fake with your game that you don't even think that's important to have a game or to really get game. You know, you don't take the time to really learn what this shit is. Here I am for the last 15 years. The last 15 years rolling like gangbusters with my shit, and I still get motherfuckers telling me how much better my video and audio could be. When will you learn? I ain't doing nothing else to my shit but bringing it. I even see and hear the fucked up quality some of my videos make. Excuse me, some of my videos I make have. My point is the little shit you do here should make your complaining ass tune in to my motherfucking show and pay attention. Now imagine me sitting around a group of motherfuckers or quiet Mike. You know, Mike talks soft. I'm sitting around in a group, and since I ain't sitting right next to him, I got a strain in hearing. Well, then that's on me, because I can't expect Quiet Mike to speak louder. Shit. He know he speaks soft. But nah, you'd rather wait until I make it easier for you. Which, you see, I ain't going to do that. So you feel it's incumbent on me to upgrade my shit to fit your liking. That's what's wrong with you guys. You either like my shit or you don't. I ain't changing it so it can match your criteria. Damn, that don't make no sense to me. So, newsflash. Why don't you upgrade your attention span or your game? Well, that's right. That's why you listening to it, or should I say that's why you trying to listen to my shit, but you can't hear it because you fucking got too much bullshit going on in your head trying to tell you I'm playing you. You playing yourself, baby, because there's plenty of motherfuckers getting laced with the shit that I'm selling. You ain't gonna spend a dime with me, yet you scream, game is to be sold, not told. Now, I really don't get that. Which that is, game is to be sold, not told. But any motherfucker would say that would have to believe it. Then why ain't you supporting me? Because that's all I'm selling is game. I'm selling straight game. Is this Abba Dabba to be sold, not told? Or is that just another real saying you guys didn't fucked up, misunderstood, and taken the meaning for granted? The only motherfucker who's gonna hear me clearly are the motherfuckers on the conference calls we have at SWU. I don't get his Abba away to motherfuckers who ain't about it. And y'all trying to soak it up and you ain't trying to be about it. That's why I don't really mind doing what I do. Because I know 9 out of 10 of you motherfuckers, this shit going over your head. My shit is free. And any motherfucker who had a motherfucking Abba I speak on will pick up what I'm talking about, even with my fucked up quality of audio or video. That means if you want to clearly hear and understand my black ass, you got to fuck with me on that SWU tip. Because that's the only time I'm really going to try to be heard and make sure everybody understand what I'm saying. Or you can miss me entirely. I'm fortunate to still be living and owe it to that Abba Dabba. I will never fail. To the game be true, and you'll end up with the Abba Dabba Q. Now, even a slow motherfucker will learn if the message is non-changing and continuous. I am a motherfucking machine, and I only have 2 gears: rest and carry on. Even though I'm a machine, I still need my rest. I have so many emails and instant messages that sometimes it's hard to get that rest. That's why I don't get my personal number out on my goddamn videos. But it is one thing you can continue to count on fucking with me. Something that will be non-changing. And my message is now and forever the same. The year is different, but the message is the exact same that it has been. I started on Facebook many years ago. And even in 2050, which I will be blessed to see, there will still be a need for the basis of man that I'm motherfucking speaking on. I'm demanding that you see the importance in what that message is. The confidence of men is being eradicated. And if we don't wake up, we are setting ourselves up for Big Brother to select who can fucking reproduce and who can't. They got to first control how motherfuckers think. That means they got to get the public to see sex and reproduction differently. They're already going about it. They're trying to tell you whether or not you can get an abortion. Then they're going to slowly implement laws or statutes to begin to prohibit certain people from reproducing. And this is why they're pushing cyber sex. Those who can't reproduce are going to be hooked on that goddamn cyber sex, and those who can will get the real deal pussy. Because your metrosexual mind, whatever kind of sex or sexuality you identify with, is only something you've been successfully tricked into believing. You want to know why that shit is wrong? Because no matter what you say, no matter how you explain it or interpret it, you still need a man and a woman to reproduce. And not even those fucking crazy rich people want the species to die out. Although I'm sure they're figuring out a way to make cyber people or whatever kind of people. Like you really be seeing on TV, that fucking big fucking giant room with all the pods. but it's going to be y'all. Alpha men and women will be among the first considered to reproduce. Now, I bought my ticket 20 years ago, and I could barely believe we're already days away from 2025. And if you 20 years old or younger, it probably seems as if it took months, but not a year, to get to the new year. But it was a year. If you between 20 and 40, you've learned what that saying, time flies. You've learned that it's not just a saying. It's damn true. It seems as if no more than 6 months have gone by before the year is up to you. But if you my age, I feel as if I celebrated 2024 about 6 weeks ago. And there is no way a whole year has gone by. But it has. And I can't I can't deny it. The whole year has gone by. That's why it's ultra important for you to do things during the year, accomplish things. Time is one thing that don't stop for no one. So if you slip in the first few days of the new year and settle back into that mindset that will let the time simply pass you by, get your goddamn shit together. This year, taking no prisoners mean you get what you want by any means at all costs in a tireless pursuit. You're going to get what the fuck you want out of your life. You will not be making any requests in 2025, especially the women. You won't even be making soft demands in 2025. You will make statements this year, 2025. You're not going to ask if it's okay to make a statement either. That's why me and Tay went somewhere every summer, putting that Abu down. We put our footprints all over the country. We love DC because they would let you get it on 14th and K. I remember one night after we'd been in DC a few days, Tay and I was riding the stroll and decided to go to a strip joint named Sabrina's. I was in the club admiring one of the dancers, and I decided to give her $1. I managed to get her attention. I folded that dollar and stuck it on the edge of the stage. And she kicked it back off. She kicked it right back off onto my table. I gazed up at her, and it looked like she was blowing me a kiss. I said, I wondered if I had any action. That's why I didn't particularly like fucking with dancers, because it was too hard for me to tell that they liked me or was trying to get a tip. She thought $1 was too little. So I put $2 up on the stage, and she kicked them off too. So I thought if she wanted me to put $5 up there, she was crazy and she wasn't getting shit from me. So I went on to finish my drink. When she finished dancing, she came down. She came down to me and we talked. I asked her why she was blowing me a kiss. And the bitch said, I wasn't blowing you a kiss. I was saying, no, don't tip me. I like you and I want to talk to you without you paying shit. I might want to pay you. You are so fine. She said, yeah, but I'm a pimp and there ain't no beef wrestling going on here. I said to her strongly, I can recognize shit from Sugar. Why do you think I'm talking to you? Well, she asked, bitch, I don't know why you fucking with me. Are you trying to fuck with a pimp, one that's pimping? I ain't looking for no dancing bitch. I said, this shit rough. But needless to say, Amanda was my fourth hoe. Again, it didn't seem like I was going to get one to stick because the last 3 or 4 that I caught, they just left. Now, tonight was pay night for the bitch. So I told her I'd be back to get her when her shift was over. I met up with Tay and we rode behind each other on the track. We were trailing each other when we stopped at a light. Two policemen ran up to our cars, pressed their badges against the windows, and ordered us out the cars. Yeah, we got out of the car with a pat story. You know, we usually told the motherfuckers that we was entertainers from the West Coast. But before we could say anything, one of them said, all right, before you start lying to us, Rosebud, Shantae, we couldn't fucking believe these motherfuckers had our names like that. He continued, from California, with 3 hoes apiece, working on 14th and Cape as we speak. Man, this roller was running down our pedigree. I wondered what the fuck he wanted. And he told us. He said, if you guys are going to tell us you only going to be pimping, not selling no drugs and shit, you can stay and pimp your hoes. But fuck with one or do one wrong, like kick her ass, and you'll deal with us. I'm Haggerty, and he's Grace. Ask around about us. You know, we never got a chance to open our mouth before them motherfuckers was gone. As quick as they came, they left. We looked at each other and cracked up and just went on pimping. I went back to Sabrina's at 2 and picked Amanda up. She had all her clothes and was ready to go. She was the third or fourth hoe I had caught that was ready to go. I packed up all the hoes a few months later and went on to Hollywood and pimped some more. It's a plague on our very lifestyle that up until recently had been under control. Now, in my day, the pretenders and fakers, you know, they were there, but you know, they were far and few between because we found out about them and we checked their ass. Today, it's a plague that's decimating this abracadabra as we know it. These non-motherfuckers with no Q in them, listening to MP3s and watch movies and TV and talk to these gurus to get their understandings of this shit. And it has run rapid. I know I cannot single-handedly eradicate those fools from the game, but together we can. I'm saying I just don't understand why these motherfuckers want to run around pretending, and why would people that's not pretending allow them into the mix to fuck the mix up? A word to the wise. Carla, what's up?
Hey, what's up, bud? I got a quick question for you.
Come on.
What's some good ways to work on like your mouthpiece?
What are some good ways to work on a mouthpiece? The thing about you guys, you'll never have a mouthpiece because you don't believe in yourself and you will not risk getting fronted off. The way you get a good mouthpiece is to say shit in public, not where people could go boo or yay, not for that. But that's the kind of response you're actually looking for, the plus and the minus. So what I'm saying is when you say shit and you out and you saying shit and you see what's cool to say about the responses. And then you put that shit together over time and you have a conversation because you got a lot of shit that you know is cool to say. But you guys will never learn that because you're too scary. You don't have no mouthpiece because you don't believe you have a conversation, do you?
So
do you, bro? Do you believe you have a conversation?
Not really, no. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but what am I saying?
You're saying like you're not looking at it as in the right way, basically. We worry about the wrong thing.
Yeah, but what am I telling you to do? Because if you don't really understand what I'm telling you to do, this call is worthless because you ain't getting the message.
Well, it sounds like what you're saying is basically get some stuff in your head, test it out, and keep going through that process. And you keep what works and go away what don't work.
Hey, confidence is different than what you think, man, because that is the right answer. But the way you gave it was so leery, you were scared. Now, what I'm saying is, that's my point. You gotta, not you, all of you guys gotta start believing in yourself. You can't answer a question sounding like you're actually asking a question. You asking, can I say this or whatever? Sound like you saying we should get some shit in our head and go over and over, and repeat that process and learn. That is what I'm saying. But I'm also saying you got to be confident in what the fuck you doing, what the fuck you think. You understand? You understand, bro?
I understand what you're saying.
Okay, you got something else?
Well, I was going to say, I thought that doing that, you will build confidence.
Doing what?
Keep going, trying what you think works, and going back and reviewing what you're doing. Keep doing that from time to time.
Are you saying you do that?
Well, I'm trying to learn how to start doing that. I'm saying.
Okay, but you missed the point. The way you start doing it is exposing yourself publicly to what you think, and you say what you think around your partners and shit, and if they gonna boo you or whatever. What I'm saying is, at least that's how you could do it. I did it by saying shit to bitches. I did it by saying shit to a bunch of bitches and paying attention to how they responded, and whatever got a good response, even if I didn't catch the bitch, I remembered that shit. And then pretty soon you got 400 of them little things you didn't remember. And you got a whole conversation. Because now you didn't put your work in, you should have conversation. But you motherfuckers don't put no work in to develop conversation. So it ain't no just come.
Yeah.
It ain't no just come, bro. You got to develop it. And if you take the time and develop your conversation, not only would it be unique coming from you, it wouldn't be hard for you to talk about it because your ass is talking about what you really think. Man. Charles, this is Rosebud, man, but I'm doing a show. Let me call you back.
Happy birthday, old motherfucker.
Hey, for sure, man, but let me call you back.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, man. What you said, man?
So basically, I was saying, like, I've seen our conversation get better just but not in relation to women. So now that I'm kind of like, speaking clearly, speaking louder, stuff like that. So now I'm trying to regulate that towards talking to females,
Hold on again. Hey, Gibson, let me call you back, man. I'm doing a show. Hey, thanks, man. I know you're calling me about that, so I'm gonna call you back. All right, man. That was my brother, man. It's my birthday, so I'm gonna probably get a lot of interruptions. But bro, what I suggest you do is fucking practice. Speak to a gang of bitches about a lot of shit that you thinking of, not about shit you heard or blah, blah, blah. If you don't speak your mind, you ain't gonna develop no conversation. You're gonna have to always hear what somebody else say and steal lines from them. That ain't what you want to do. You want to develop your own conversation based on the shit you think of yourself.
Right. That makes sense.
All right, we good?
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
All right, brother. Be cool. See, if you be real about this apple and you speak to a woman and they have previously spoke to one of these suckers talking this pimp shit, she gonna automatically judge you against that sucker she spoke to. And since he's stealing all your lines or all the lines y'all use, the woman's gonna think you a sucker too, just like him. That's why you could want your own individual conversation. Shit that you say, I mean, of course, you're gonna use some of the words that the motherfucker used, but you're gonna be talking about what you're talking about. You're gonna be able to expound on what you're talking about. You don't know what some other motherfucker talking about. You just overheard a sentence. Shit. The difference is today, you motherfuckers allow that food to continue to rank your lifestyle. And yesterday, we found his motherfucking ass and ran his ass over or straight out the goddamn way. Do that shit and you'll win. This is how far off the beaten path you are. Last night I was at a spot speaking with a young man who said he was a philosopher. We started kicking it, and I noticed he used a lot of terms out of context, and some of the terms he was using downright wrongly. So, as cool as I could, I asked him where he graduated from. Caller, what's up?
Yeah, man. I was wondering, goddamn, how you handle when you feel like people lying to you.
Bro,
Like,
people do lie all the time. And soon as you really feel soon as I really feel that they lying, I'll call them on it. And if they try to convince me that they ain't lying and I do think they lying, I'll just walk off.
yeah, man, but when you talking to a bitch, like
You do the
it's
same
like
thing with a
you
bitch.
get
Did
to
you hear me
conversation.
make a sexual distinction?
Right.
You do the same thing with a bitch.
Word. That's good information, man. Happy birthday, too, man.
All right, bro.
Birthday.
I appreciate you too, man. Hey, see, you guys got to understand, you don't change up for a bitch. If the bitch can't accept you, if she accept your change up, you're going to have to stay changed. Because as soon as you change back to who you are, she ain't going to like you. That's why you come at the bitch with who you are. Oh, yeah, you going to like me or not. And if you don't, I ain't scared. You know, you're going to see me and you're going to like me or you're going to motherfucking not like me. But like I said, I would ask this motherfucker where he graduated from. And this motherfucker, UFB. Now, shit. I ain't heard of no UFB. I heard of UC, University of California, Berkeley. But I never heard of UFB. So I asked him, where was it? And the motherfucker said Palo Alto. Palo Alto? Shit, I still never heard of this shit. So I asked him, what does UFB stand for? And that motherfucker said the University of Facebook. He was bullshitting all the time. I then realized how come he was using so many terms so loosely. He must have got a straight A from that goddamn University of Ignorance. You can't expect to bleed blood from a turnip. You just can't expect to do it. Squeeze it as hard as you can, and you'll still get turnip juice. You see, I was working in the lab late last night. I was tired and weary, but I still had some fight. I had a monster on my back, and it was wearing me out. But I sucked it up because it was I who chose this bout. So I set my mind back on this fascinating task because no one ever said becoming a legend would be fast. If I had a course on patience, I'd be rich. But that would be too easy because we all know life's a bitch. I'm going to keep on writing my way to glory because I know, you know, I got a hell of a story. Today, my goddamn birthday, I got to do in my car right now. I'm going to go get in my car. Well, actually, I just thought of something. I ain't going to be able to do shit because I got to pick my granddaughter up at 12:30. God damn it. I had planned me a whole day. Okay. That's going to be part of my day then. All right, you guys, I'm gone. Be cool. I hope everything work out for you.